Hey guys, this is lesson 21 and let's go ahead and get started with some roundings. So we're asked to round the following numbers to the accuracy of the underlying digit. Okay? So number 1, we have 301,375. Okay? And then we are rounding to the accuracy of the underlying digit, which is 1. So that means these numbers on the right side of 1 is going to get rounded down, right? Why? Because 3 is less than 5 or below 5. So our answer is 301,000. Okay. Number 2, we have 205,935. And again, 9 is underlined, so then we're going to round 35 down. Okay. So 205,900. Okay. So go ahead and give the rest a try. And then let's move on to our next page. Exponents. So number 1, we have 55 to the power of 1. And we know that it's 55, right? Because anything to the power of 1 is itself. Okay? So let's say 100 to the power of 1 is 100, right? 1,000 to the power of 1 is 1,000, so on and so forth. And then number 2, we have to the 4th power, and that could be written as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, right? And then 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 4 equals 16. Okay? So that's it. Finish this page, and let's move on to our 3rd page. Orders of operations. So it's us to solve using PEMDAS, and we know that PEMDAS stands for, well, P stands for parentheses, right? E stands for exponents, M stands for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and lastly S for subtraction, right? And so number 1, we have 3 times 8 times 11 minus 29. And then we're going to solve that using order of operations. So always remember, we're going from left to right, following PEMDAS, or using PEMDAS. And so we first have to do 3 times 8 times 11. Okay? And so 8 times 3 equals, that's 24. It equals 264. Okay? And then we're going to subtract 29. And we get 235. Okay? So notice how I did the multiplication first, right? Because M comes before, multiplication comes before subtraction. Okay? So that's our answer. Number 2, we have 23 plus 14 minus 29 divided by 1. Okay, so what are we going to do first? Do we do 14 minus 29 first, or do we do 29 divided by 1 first, or what? Well, we have PEMDAS to help us, right? And then, according to PEMDAS, we have to do division first, right? And then and then addition before subtraction. So addition second. Okay? And so 29 divided by 1, we know that's 29, right? And then 23 plus 14 equals 37. And so bring down the subtraction sign, and 37 minus 29 equals 8. So there we have it. So follow the order of operations, use PEMDAS, and finish the rest. And then let's move on to our last page. So expanded form. We're asked to write each number in expanded form following the example. Okay? So looking at the example, we have 41, and then we could write that as 4 times 10 to the power of 1 plus 1 times 10 to the power of 0. Okay? So, well, if I explain this a little bit, that is 40, right? Because 10 to the power of 1 is 10, and then 4 times 10 equals 40, and then here, 10 to the power of 0, well, anything to the power of 0 is 1, right? And so 1 times 1 equals 1, and then when we add that, we get 41. Okay? And so let's do number 1 together. We have to write 61 in expanded form. Okay? And so first, we're going to follow the example. Okay? First, we're going to have to make 60. So 6 times 10 to the power of 1, and that makes 60, right? Plus 1 times 10 to the power of 0, because that makes 1. Okay? And so 60 plus 1 equals 60. 1, so that's true. So that is our answer. Okay? So just follow the example. Write these numbers in expanded form. And then here are your answers.